Hey Stitch Cuties, I'm Brittany.
And I'm Julie.
And together we're the mother-daughter duo of Stitches of Love. In today's video, we are going to talk about what's in our hand embroidery project bag. And boy, do we love making and packing a project bag.
Yes, we have lots of bags.
I have piles.
I have tons of project bags.
In my sewing room, I have an entire apothecary dedicated to holding my project bags. They're so much fun. So this is going to be really fun to talk about with you guys.
I love them.
Yeah.
Of course, I love stitching. I have to have something to stitch, so it must travel with me.
Sometimes just organizing all the stuff together and making it so cute is like as fun as actually stitching it.
Yes.
It really is. And just putting it together, especially if you're doing like a matching project.
Yeah. I mean, I love to make project bags. Just even making the bag to put it in.
It's cute, which we're going to talk about those at the end.
Yeah, okay.
And you're giving a hint in a future video. But no, that's good. Do the hints. It's fun. Okay, so first up, we're going to go through our list. We have it typed out in front of us. So first up, the most important thing.
Your project.
No. Well, yes. But number one on the list you said was?
Glasses.
You said that was most important.
To me, I must have my bifocals.
Because you can't do anything if you forget your glasses.
Are they lovely or what, people? But these bifocals are just an inexpensive pair of bifocals. They actually are Lori Holt bifocals, and they're cute. They have cute little flowers on the arms, and they also come in a cute little.
And are they bifocals or are they readers?
They're actually readers.
Okay.
I call them. To me, everything is a bifocal, but it's a reader.
And they're a +3.
Yeah, just because my doctor told me I didn't need that strong, except for when I'm sewing. She says if you want to magnify something up really close, just wear stronger ones. So I do.
So there you go. So whatever you need to see, number one.
So in other words,
vision.
You could buy the cute ones even if they're not your normal strength.
Exactly. Well, and you, correct me if I'm wrong, this is off tangent, your contacts are made for...
Yeah, they're long and short.
You tell them that you're stitching and they do it for that.
Yeah.
It's very important.
Yeah.
I mean, don't change your prescription, but maybe change your prescription.
No, just, to make sure you take your glasses. If you use glasses to stitch at home, take them with you when you travel.
Yes. And then the next important thing is
your project. Don't forget
you're gonna have it.
I mean, don't get so excited filling your bag with all the goodies that you forget the actual thing you're supposed to be stitching.
Exactly. So you want to make sure when we say your project, that means that you want to have your pattern. You want to have read the pattern through to make sure there's not any surprises at what you may need. Then you want to have
thread-wise or something.
The fabric. And you want to know if you need a stabilizer. So all of the hand embroidery projects we offer, it comes printed on a dissolvable stabilizer. So you just slap that sticker on your fabric that came in your kit and you're good to go. However, if you're doing a project from someone else, you might need to trace the project first. You might then want a stabilizer under your stitching, or you might not. So you want to basically prep that project.
Basically, you want to, think about what you're going to need to stitch your project.
Yes.
And so use at home. Want to make sure you can take it with you.
You want to make sure that you have that in your bag. So you have your papers in your bag. You have your fabric ready to go. And then the next thing, of course, that you need, make sure that you have the threads that are needed for the actual block that you're stitching.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, if you're doing one of our hand embroidery block of the months, you get threads every month, but you don't want to just grab that box of threads, because sometimes that pattern calls for a thread that you used and received in a previous month. So reading that pattern will make sure that you have that particular thread colors that you need to actually make that block. Be prepared.
Just like a Girl Scout.
Yep. So far we're at glasses, pattern, your fabric with the design on it, stabilizer if you need it.
Your project. And
then your threads. Now when it comes to your threads, there's two different ways that we like to organize our threads. So I'll show what I typically do. If it's I love sulky spools because that's my favorite. Oh, I do love a Veriswa French silk thread too. So depending on what I'm stitching, how many thread colors I need. So I like to toss my threads typically in a small project little bag. Mm-hmm. These are the It's So Emma little bags you can grab for however many monies. I don't have an idea what they cost, but You can grab these at any of your quilt shops or online.
And they come in so many colors.
So many colors. And then you can also,
That's the small size.
This is off topic, but you can also stitch on them. Did Annie D stitch that for
She
me?
did.
Annie D stitched that for me. It's one of my favorites to use when I'm doing cross stitch, but this is about hand embroidery, so you don't see that. And then how have you started organizing your threads?
Oh,
For the sulkies.
This is so good for sulky. It's called, what's it called?
We're gonna start carrying it, but I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, it is basically like a little silicone tray. I mean, you can see it's real floppy. And your sulky spool will fit in here, but if you were using something else and you needed a bobbin, you could, I checked it, a bobbin fits in here too.
Yeah, so off topic, we're gonna start carrying these, and if you do the applique with us, you can make your matching bobbins and store it with your threads, but that's jumping the gun. But these are great. What are they called?
Thread. I can't remember.
You guys talk. I'm gonna look live while we're doing this.
What's so wonderful about these is if you're using like a small project bag, look at this. It rolls up nice and neat, and it'll fit in a smaller bag, but I usually keep mine flat. And these are the colors that I was working on for stitching that I'm doing, and so they're all right here.
They're called spool pods.
Spool pods, that's
How
it.
could we not think of that? We're gonna start carrying these. They're out of the UK.
And also it will hold like your screwdriver. If you use a little tiny screwdriver to tighten your hoop,
Pops right in.
It'll pop in and hold it there. I've been taken to carrying this is changing the subject
No,
a little
that's
bit,
fine.
but I also carry a little wonder clip with me because sometimes my fabric will get in my way,
Yes.
and I just use that to clip it out of my way.
I do it too.
Or I actually asked Brittany for
I'm gonna write this down for our
what's
list.
that little claw thing? A little hair claw, tiny little.
Oh
hair
yeah,
claw.
it's like 3 little claws that hold your
real
hair.
little. It's real tiny,
Those are great.
and so I can roll up my
They're just remember
fabric.
the old school Goodies brand hair clip.
Yeah, and it'll clip on your hoop and hold that fabric out of your way. I don't like to have my fabric possibly get stitched into my piece where it doesn't belong, because I've done that
We've
before.
done that, yeah. So storing the threads, check. Next, I like to do this. I think you agree. I love to have a little bitty pincushion, because if you're at a retreat or you're in your car, you stop to use the restroom, you need to poke your needle somewhere. So cute little jobbies, nothing big because you want it to be lightweight. So these are actually the starters. If you do one of our hand embroidery projects, you make a little bitty pincushion as your bonus gift. And
Yeah,
it's perfect. One of these is Girls Life and one of these is Garden Girls.
Okay.
Yeah. For Everyday Angels, they make something different.
Little strawberry.
What do they make for Everyday Angels?
I don't know.
Oh, a cute little square one, a little bitty that you could keep in your project bag.
Oh.
Now you understand the idea behind our freebies.
You know, if you're like me, a lot of times where my needle goes is right here on my shirt.
Dangerous.
Dangerous, yes. Especially if you forget and start walking around and, pick up a baby or a dog or something. You don't want to poke them.
How often are you picking up babies?
I would if I could. What else are you gonna? I'm just saying, it's not.
Or your puppy dog.
That's what I said.
Oh, I got really stuck on you just like picking up a random baby.
A lot of people have babies around.
No,
At any rate, you can use a needle minder, which is, do you have one of those?
So yes, I was gonna say another little, and I'll show my cute little project box at the end. This is one Mom made for me. It's got a cute little button on the top, and it matches my little project box.
That's actually a needle book.
Oh.
A needle minder I was referring to with magnetic
oh my
needle
gosh.
minder.
Yeah, I do. Well, that's a pen, not a needle minder.
The
Right
round
here.
one.
Here's a needle minder.
Just a mini in there.
I was gonna say,
tell.
look how many I have. I have a little wooden one. This was a gift from a retreat.
Yeah. So actually, if you're
Do
like
you
me
mean-
and you're used to having to stick it here, you could use that. But you
Is this
still
a
get
needle minder?
I don't know. Yes, that is.
I have others. I don't
Yeah.
want to undo my pretties.
Okay. At any rate, that's another thing. You want to have someplace to poke your needle when you're ready to.
Yep.
Need to poke it.
So needle minder and or small little cute pin cushion.
Mm-hmm.
And then little snips.
Okay, here's how I take mine.
Let's see. Let's show all our scissors.
This is what I've been using lately. Again, everything is color coordinated because
We match
cute like that.
all of our projects.
This is a little tiny pair of stork scissors that are turquoise, of course, and I have them sticking into a mushroom little needle or pin or whatever you call it.
I don't know.
It's a cover for like a stiletto, or you can poke your scissors in it or whatever. It's a little thing.
A point keeper.
That sounds good.
I'm gonna name it that. I don't know if
Yeah.
that's true.
But it doesn't come off, and that way your scissors won't poke through your bag.
I personally love to buy super cheap little scissors to match. So these are like Halloween scissors for when I'm doing a Halloween thing. And if I'm in like a quilt shop or a needlework shop or just anywhere, I will buy scissors just because they're cute, even though I don't necessarily have them to match a project yet. And I keep them in a drawer. And then when it's time to build a project bag, I rummage.
She's ready.
I rummage through my bag. These are a little pair that you gave me. Did you give these to me? You gave these to me. I didn't buy these. They were a gift. And they're really nice and cute and little, and they have a little thing. Another pair that I love is a pair we just started carrying. They're the little Riley Blake ones that come with the matching measuring tape.
Mm-hmm.
I will say for travel, if you are going through TSA or going on a cruise, so planes or cruises, you want your scissors to be under 4 inches.
That's really the blade, they say, right? But
I just do the whole thing under 4.
yeah, just take a little pair. And
Yeah.
you're all right.
That's all you need. I've also
never had
love
any trouble.
my all-time favorite pair though is the small Karen K. Buckley, but I just can't justify putting that in every project bag because I have like 20 project bags, and they're like $30 a pop.
Especially if you're going on a plane and you get somebody, a TSA agent who might be grumpy that day.
Yeah,
You don't
use your
want them to
cheapies.
take your really good scissors.
Yeah, so cheapies are fine for just snipping your thread. Another way to snip your thread is this little guy. This is actually a thread cutter that is meant to de-stick and go on your machine to like when you're chain piecing, but it's also a great way to just snap your little thread off your spool, and you gave this to me.
Actually, that's a Lori Holt little beach as well.
Mm-hmm. And when we had our Garden Girls project bags, they're sold out right now, but they were included in it because it was so cute. So there we go.
Okay.
One thing we didn't put on the list, but we should when we're talking about thread, if you have a hard time threading your needle. Oh, did we skip needles?
No, needles.
Maybe we'll go back to it. But a little,
Your needles.
this is one that Aunt Edie just got me, and it has a little light at the end. This is handy. They also, those little bitty cheapy ones that are flat, you know, those are great ones, I think, to have.
Just any kind of needle thread or whatever you use.
And speaking of needles, it's important to have your needles.
Extras.
Yes. So this
Because
is
if you're somewhere stitching and you, like, I know one time when my mom was in the hospitals and taking her places like that, I took a whole project with me and I didn't take the needle. So there I was with this and I was dying of boredom. I wanted to stitch and there was no
way to stitch.
Hospitals don't carry needles like that.
So I've started to have like one main little box that I carry everywhere I travel. And so instead of just keeping my needles in individual project bags, I carry this box everywhere, and I'll show it to you at the end. But I have started carrying all of the needles in it. So these are my little tulip tubes. I love the tulip needles the best. So I have my hand embroidery number 7, my hand embroidery number 10, and then I do cross stitch. So I have my cross stitch needles, but they're in the cute little test tubes. And then you started doing this for me, and I absolutely love this. I can't remember what this pink thing is.
It's a glue, refill glue for a cell line glue pen.
So when it's empty, you cleaned it out?
Yeah.
Because this is technically, oh, I have glue in it. This is technically my favorite way because sometimes the corks come out, you know, so don't leave it too loose. I keep it kind of controlled.
If you have multiples in there, you're not going to know which needle's which.
I do
It's sometimes hard.
I do keep a bunch, but I can tell. I keep my cross stitch ones in here, and some have the little ball and some don't, but that holds a pile of needles.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is just kind of be creative and like looking at
those
things that can be
they have like a
reused.
little insert thing into it you can pull out, and then it's just an empty tube.
Oh, so it comes kind of
It's got a
clean.
little white thing that holds the glue on the inside, so you just pull that out.
And then this is left.
snap
Oh,
out.
and it's from the Sew Line glue pen.
Mhm.
Okay, so get yourself a Sew Line glue pen. You got a needle holder. I love this thing.
After you use the glue.
Another way, yeah, after you use the glue. Another way to hold your needles is a cute little needle book. I started showing that earlier that you made. Am I boring you?
No.
We just had a yummy lunch, so we're tired after lunch. But Mom makes this to match my whole thing. And this is just a piece of wool inside, right? Or is that felt?
Or felt.
Yeah, wool or felt.
I think that one's wool felt.
And this is probably what, 2.5 inches square when closed? So super easy. And it's fun. You can just use your scraps and make it match your bags and stuff. And cute little buttons on the front. I love these. And it matches. Okay, do you want to talk about, of course, you want to have your hoop. You mentioned the screwdriver, but you want to have your favorite way to hoop. So our favorite is?
I like these wooden Nurge hoops.
So
but you
much.
need to make sure you take your hoop.
Yeah, have your hoops with you. I typically will decide and bring just one hoop size for a project. But I will say sometimes I wish I would have like a smaller one or a larger one with me. So you can maybe bring a couple hoops.
Well, yeah, I like to have a smaller hoop than what I'm using for my project, because then it's just easier sometimes to get in certain areas. You can just rehoop it with the small one, and then you can reach, like, if say you were having to do a whole bunch of French knots in one area, to me it's easier to do it by holding a small hoop than a bigger hoop.
There you
It just
go.
depends on what you're doing.
And if you're using one of the Nurge hoops that closes with the screwdriver, have your cute little screwdriver. You want to show that again? These are also great to have, these screwdrivers, around your house. I keep them in, I have some in the
These are
kitchen.
flatheads.
I keep them in the sewing room. We gave some to everybody in the office a couple weeks ago. And I think everybody just loves them as much as we do.
They're just cute.
They're
You
adorable.
just get one at a time, right?
Yeah, you just get one in a little pack. We carry these. I forget how much they are. And we carry the Nurge hoops too.
These are pretty inexpensive.
Yeah, I truly
But
don't remember what they
you
are.
can see the diameter. They're fat enough that you can actually hold on to them and do something with it. It's not,
And big enough that you won't
difficult.
lose it.
yeah, it's a
But
little,
not so big that it's annoying.
it's nice.
They kind of got it just right. It's also kind of like pudgy. Like it's a little
It's a squatty body.
squatty. It's so cute. Okay, what else are we? Oh, thread conditioner. So I keep my little wax. This is a hand poured wax from us. We don't make it anymore because, well, we got tired of hand pouring wax, but it is the best. And it is 100% beeswax. They're cute, but I sometimes keep it in a cute little tin. But this particular one, to save room in my box, is just in a bag, and you can see I use it all the time. Look, lasts forever though. You know,
Darn it.
I've had the same one for several years now. Surprised it hasn't like dried up by now, but it's still working.
Yeah.
Any words of wisdom to add to that? There's other thread conditioners.
Yeah, there's some that you can get in little tins about this big, about the size of diameter of a 50-cent piece, and they're great. They smell good. They work.
Yeah, what is that company that makes that and they make the hand stuff?
I don't know. At any rate, they probably have their own thread conditioner they like.
Yeah, and when you're in shops, you can always like pick up little, I feel like those are little end things at the register that you just like, you know what, add that to my pile. We say that a lot in a quilt shop. Add that to my pile. We see that in other stores a lot too. We really do. Okay. Oh, this might be my favorite thing of everything we're talking about.
Okay, go for it.
Thread catchers. Again, Annie made this for us. For me, this one's mine. So all this is a quilted rectangle folded in half, and inside is a big piece. Like this particular one is batting. Some of them that I have are wool, and then some that I have are, I think they're all wool or else batting. But all you do is just smush two pieces of fabric together, quilt it, simple crosshatch, do cute little pinking on the edge, so no binding. And then what you do is you put this in front of you while you're sewing. And you know, when you snip the end of a thread, instead of having like this weird pile or having your little jar that you put it in, you just smack it on here and it sticks. And you close it up. And again, we make them match. So this is one when we all went to Needlework Market. And then I have, this is another cute one I have that's candy corn. And again, this is wool inside. This is a big, look how much I use it.
You need to clean that up.
I know. This one I might have used a little too much, but I legit use these. But this, okay, so this is what they look like used. That's awesome. I know exactly what I made when I was doing this too. But this happens to be a string from a label. That is not thread. Don't worry, I wasn't using that kind of thread, but yeah.
And this way, it helps to keep all the thread off of you. So
it keeps your card clean, your seat on the plane clean, your seat on the train clean, your sewing space on your cruise clean. And if you're at a retreat, it makes your table mates like you better because your table area is clean. Yeah. Oh my God, I love that had stuff in it. I have another one that she just made that's 4th of July to go with a patriotic project. So I love those. Match them to your bag. So cute. Anything to add to that?
No, I think they're adorable.
So thanks, Annie. You can also make them, oh, look, you made me one in this project bag. Look, you can also make them small. Or is this a needle? It could be a needlebook or a thread catcher.
Either way.
And again, you just grabbed this. You just grabbed charms, little charms.
Right, those are charms.
And look how cute. Again, just sew it together. And this you didn't even quilt. You just, I think, fused.
Well, it's pretty little.
It's pretty little. Yeah. Adorable. Look at that. Oh my gosh.
And then it has a covered button on the front.
So yeah, that you made. Mom goes like all out in decorating the boxes. I'll show them to you in a minute. So cute. Y'all are like, just show the boxes.
Another great thing to have is some hand lotion. But if you take hand lotion, you want to be careful. Try to make something that's not going to get your hands greasy and then therefore get your project greasy.
Like a really fast drying lotion.
Yeah, so a lot of times I'll show you how I do it.
Let's see how we put on lotion.
This is how I put on lotion, seriously, when I'm in a retreat. Everybody probably thinks
Hold your hands up a little more.
I just put a little dab on the back of my hand. And then instead of, like rubbing it all on my hands so that the inside of my hands are done, I do this.
So you're really just trying to moisturize the outside.
It just makes your hands feel a little better to have a little bit of lotion. And so then there I have it, a little bit on me.
I didn't know this is what you did.
Yeah, it's not going to get my project greasy.
All greasy.
And it's a little refreshing.
It does. I agree with that. I love to have, this happens to be, if we are not the biggest Riley Blake fans ever that walk the earth, this is Riley Blake hand cream. Like literally everything is Riley Blake. But this is great. And a lot of shops carry this. We don't sell it online because, well, I don't know why. Maybe we should.
Are they still making it?
I don't know if they're still making it or not. It was really fun because it would come in a set of like 4 different flavors, however many deep. And we used them just for ourselves and in the office. And everyone loves them in the office because when we're making kits and stuff, we need lotion too.
And another thing you want to have in your project bag is something, to write on. I always find that I want to write a little note to myself, and this is a motto.
Oh, there we go.
But isn't this a cute one?
And you need to have something to write with.
With pretty little flowers. So yeah, so on these, we have these little golf pencils.
Again, Mom did a whole little setup in red and blue to match. This is my favorite to have.
The little golf pencil.
In some of my project bags in here, I should show you guys at one of our retreats, they were giving funny pins out. And so one of my project bags, this is the pin I'm carrying. Look at his little head got deformed. He's a flamingo. But I always like to have something to write with, but my go-to is that golf pencil.
I mean, everybody knows we can write a note on our phone, but that's not as much fun.
Well, and sometimes, like, if you're traveling, you're like, oh, I ran out of this thread color, and you want to write it down, or you want to make a note on your pattern. I, a lot of times, will write where I ended. I will write, like, I'm still on French knots. Like, I will remind myself because you think you're going to remember, but maybe you had a glass of wine on the plane and then you got off the plane and then you don't remember that night in the hotel.
That was a big glass of wine.
I always take the free glass of wine on the plane. Always. And actually, should I just be honest about something? I never sew on a plane. You know what I do? I watch her sew because it is so calming and soothing. And I just sit there and I just watch you.
However, I will tell you, it's so funny. We're here in Florida. If we are flying west, anywhere past Dallas, I can't sew on the plane because generally we're going
Northwest.
northwest, and it's too bumpy over the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
So if you think about that, if you know you're going to be flying over bumpy areas, just to give
Going
it a-
east is a breeze to sew on, or going
Usually.
northeast.
yeah, I can sew to Europe all night
Oh,
long.
yeah. And you do.
and I do. That's really comfortable for me sewing that way.
Yeah.
But and even coming home back from there.
Yeah, because it's always a day flight home.
Yeah, so it's just try it. I mean, of course, take it and try it. Maybe you won't have a bumpy flight, but every time I go, I do.
If you're Western flying, it's harder. At least to us.
Yeah.
We've done it a lot lately.
Or in the car, sometimes the car can be too bumpy.
Yeah, depending on, well, I was going to say, it used to be that Florida, we had like the smoothest roads. I don't think that's true anymore. No offense, Alabama. Can't sew on a car in Alabama. Like through Birmingham, they have the concrete. There's like people.
And it's construction a lot, too.
Always construction. So I guess,
Actually, though, I don't
what
think
state
there
can
was.
you?
I think the other day when we came through Birmingham, there wasn't.
Yeah, we were shocked. There was no
Yeah.
construction
Yeah.
on the way home from market. Yeah, so it was March. They probably started a new project. Because what is it now? July? Someone's like, yeah, they're starting. Where are we? Oh, we don't have something to show, but I highly recommend this. Candy.
Or mint.
Or mint, like little individually wrapped. Or if you get like a little bitty, like 3-inch Ziploc bag and put little M&Ms or something in it.
Or if you can find, I don't know where they got these, but at the Featherweight cruise, they gave us these little Tic Tacs in this little tiny.
It was like 1 inch by an inch.
Yeah, I mean,
Like a little bitty.
little teeny tiny Tic Tac box, and they were
It was
strawberry.
like the size of the top of
something.
your thumb.
Yeah, it was the cutest little tiny thing, and I thought, I guess I could say I saved it, of course, because that's me, little tiny
Oh
plastic.
yeah, you can just refill Tic Tacs in a
I
little Tic
thought-
Tac.
Or well, they were tinier Tic Tacs too, weren't they? I don't know.
That I don't know.
But I thought mini M&Ms would fit in there.
And they sell those at Publix or wherever your grocery store is. And I keep those in my snack station. But they're
I
delightful.
think most people know where to find M&Ms.
I got so excited about the little mini minis. Sorry, y'all. I know y'all know where to grocery shop. I got excited about them. Well, they don't have them at Sam's, and that's typically where I buy my M&Ms.
Right.
I buy my M&Ms in bulk. Okay, so now let's show, and we talked about the binder clip. So now, one more thing that we don't have to show. If you sometimes need a light, the little neck lights,
They're pretty handy.
because you can adjust them like to point.
Or, like if I know I'm going to be in a hotel, I take, a little,
Is that an aught light?
maybe, I don't know what. No, it's not. It's a daylight.
It's like a little
It's a
stand
daylight
light.
light.
Yeah, made for sewing. It's LED.
Yeah.
You want to
But
make
it's
sure
chargeable.
whatever you're traveling with for a light is LED, because old school light bulbs, remember, make you hot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if they still make them.
I don't know. But, if you need a light source, you want to have a portable one that's cordless, most likely, and rechargeable. And also by that token, don't forget your charger.
Yeah, I think cordless is key.
Mm-hmm.
Charger is key.
Mm-hmm.
But don't bring your charger on the plane now, because you're not allowed to carry charging banks. Right? Or am I making that up? Or it can't be in the luggage.
A charging bank you can't have. They're too
Flammable.
Yeah. Anyway, check before you,
Yeah.
got to think about that. But if you're going in a car, or going to your friend's house
Yeah.
to sit and stitch or something like that.
So now we're going to show you our assortment of project bags and our little project boxes.
Well, Brittany's assortment, because I wasn't a good girl. I forgot mine.
I told you to bring them. She has, how many project bags do you think? Like, I would guarantee over 100.
Yeah.
Maybe over 200. And they
No,
all have a
I
project in
don't have
them.
that many. Not that many. I have a lot. I admit it.
It's okay. You
And
also
I
do
don't
it
see
for a
anything-
living.
I don't see anything wrong with it, frankly.
I would rather you do that than many other things.
Okay.
I don't know what, but. So we showed these. I love having a little. And they're also fun to make pretty. Oh, another fun thing is as you go and collect cute littles to have little zipper pulls everywhere, little
zipper pulls.
charms.
Mhm.
And if you go to retreats, a lot of times people will give gifts, and so you end up with like a lovely collection. What is her name? Lady Dot.
Mhm.
I love Lady Dot. This looks like a Lady Dot
Lady
that
Dot
Annie put
Venus.
on. Yeah, and it's so cute. This is a spool, a heart, and little stork scissors. Adorable.
Very cute.
And then the larger size of these bags, again, these are the It's So Emma
I
bags.
think that's larger than this one. Guess not.
I don't know.
Very
Someone just
close.
cut bigger maybe on this one. I don't know.
The width-wise, is it wider?
I don't know.
Well, that's
I
an
think it's-
optical illusion.
Okay, so don't wear gray, everybody. That made this bag look
Or
bigger.
gray plaid.
Don't wear gray plaid. If you're wearing gray plaid, don't look in the mirror. Goodness, that does look bigger.
Uh-huh.
I will say sometimes I use every now and then Q-snaps for my projects as well. And then there's this bag I think is really pretty that I found at a shop in
A quilt shop.
Seattle or Snohomish. Where do we go shopping?
Walla Walla?
No, outside of Seattle. Snohomish.
Oh, okay.
Like
yeah.
north of Seattle, there's a
You
cute
did.
quilt shop. We're real excellent at directions. But this is a cute bag, and it's I can't say his name. Y'all know who he
Kate.
is.
Kate.
Cave Facet.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot say his name. And when we met him, I was too starstruck to speak. I remember that a lot.
I turned around and I was like, what's he doing, Brittany?
Not speaking,
She
just
was just sort of
staring at him,
standing in front of him going,
just looking at him.
poor
I
guy.
wanted to be like, well, the only thing I could think to say is that I made my dog a quilt in your fabric. And then I was like, well, that sounds rude. But all of Buttons' quilts are by him, his fabric, all of hers. Your dog has Tula fabric. She won't lay on it. Your dog's funny. This is a cute bag.
She's down there.
Apparently, Annie
right
makes
now.
me everything. Annie made this
Yeah,
too.
she made that for you.
Annie, if you're watching, thank you. I love this bag though. She made this because we were all three doing the same Christmas project, which I did finish like 2 years later. But so she did cute littles on the back and she gave it like a little border and then different fabric inside. And then, but she made a clear, what is this called?
Vinyl.
Vinyl. Which I know is not fun to sew with. So
It's not that hard. You just have to know what to do.
Yeah. What do you do?
Well, you can put some of the tissue paper behind it or use a Teflon foot on your machine. It'll pass through because the difficulty comes in with it going through. You can't iron it very well. Melts.
So this is my only one with vinyl because Annie made it for me. I've never made one on vinyl. But this is great. This is about, I would say, 12 to 14 inches square.
I go with 14.
Yeah, I'd say 14. 14-inch square. And she added a little handle. This is also my only bag with a handle out of my project bags. And it's so cute. And the zipper pull is just the binding. And then another shape that you can make. And you can also do this without vinyl. Just make it, I like a 12 or 14-inch. What is your favorite size do you typically make?
I make them 14 inches square
There you go. So 14 inches.
with the zipper, that way if your pattern always fits or if you're working out of a book, it fits in there too.
Oh, that's a good point. Sometimes you have like a book or like a lot of times a full piece of paper. I hate to fold my patterns. I mean, I do sometimes, but I prefer not to. I get that from her. She can't stand folded pages. And then
Respect the book.
there's also this shape. This was made by Crabapple as a gift when we did our retreat.
Mm-hmm.
Or did you make it? No, they made it.
Gosh, they made it for us.
And then it's got a cute little zipper pull. And it's got fun fabric inside. And then a little zipper across the top and a handle. This is also, it doesn't look that big, but it will hold a 6-inch hoop. So this actually is a great.
Actually holds a lot.
Yeah. So I keep my Halloween scissors were in here. My Halloween thread catcher. Oh, I did use I'm sorry, that's not a 6-inch. I used this kind of hoop because it was given at the retreat. And I was like, oh, this is nice. And sometimes we carry highlighters.
Yes, to mark your pattern if you need to.
Yep. So that's another
Especially if
fun.
you're doing cross stitch, maybe.
So you didn't bring any of your project bags.
No.
This is my show and tell then. I'm
in
sorry.
trouble.
Well, maybe we'll do a follow-up of all your project bags. This is what I'm most excited to show you. These are, let me show you on the outside what they look like. So I have multiples of these. This one is my go-to that I carry absolutely everywhere we go. And then Mom started making cute little matching jobbies to go with them. And so let's show inside. Oh my God.
They're actually jewelry boxes purchased from Amazon.
So they're like $10 or less. I know we just ordered a bunch of these for a retreat we're going to, and they were, I think, $6.99 or $7.99 each. Under $10. Like, you're good. You can order it. Amazon Prime. You got you. And then look how cute it is inside. Can you see good? Let me show down. So let me tell you what she did. So first, the bottom, let me have to hold this where you can see. You just rip the contents of the bottom out and you cover it with fabric. Do you glue it?
Yeah, you can, or you can
just gravity.
I think I might have used Heat and Bond Light or Heat and Bond Craft and ironed it on like an applique, and then turn it around to the back.
I love it. It's so and then the little divider. I'm not going to pull it out.
I thought you had this yellow in here.
No. Oh, I thought I had something around here too. I didn't take it out. I must have. Oh, this one has it. You put it in this one. I'll show. I was like, I have something with it. But then she made a cute little bow that looks like measuring tape. She put in a cute little pin just as decor. It's a bird. And then just some cute bird pins just for fun. And then right here in the little pocket, we have a cute little pen. I have a rogue needle that came off my needle minder. But I usually keep a needle minder or two right here.
Is that other house a needle minder?
It's a pen, actually. I don't know if it holds a needle or not. No, It is not. But then I have the matching needle book, my lotion, my scissors. I did have my red and white polka dotted scissors in here, but I put it in my Christmas bag. So I put these in here. But normally I have red and white polka dotted and it matches better. My pencil. This is something, well, this is about hand embroidery, but this is, you could use this with hand embroidery.
I have recently.
This is, look, on Amazon, you order empty mascara, small sample tubes. Mm-hmm. And then Mom just hot glued a button on the top or super glued it. Whatever.
Gorilla, maybe, I don't know.
And if you make a boo-boo and you have to unstitch, because let's be real, sometimes that happens. To get the loose threads out, you just scrape this against your fabric and it gets all those annoying threads away. So I do carry this with me everywhere because unfortunately, I use it.
A little floss wand.
A floss wand. Mm-hmm. And then I have my needle tubes and my thread cutter and needle threader all on this side. And then normally I have a little like 2-inch red wool pincushion, but I brought that on the cruise recently and it hasn't made its way back to this land. It's in another project bag. Oh, it's in my patriotic project bag right now because it matched.
And then you have some personal business cards.
Oh, this is a great tip if you go to retreats. I have both of ours. If you go to Vistaprint, they have like these cute little pre-designed, what are these, 2.5-inch squares?
Probably.
And they're rounded corners. And for like $15-20, you get like 1,000. And so
you get more than you need.
Yeah, maybe you're way more social than us. I can't imagine us ever using our full box. But when you're meeting people traveling, or you talk to a friend traveling about stitching, or you meet a friend at a retreat.
Just a little calling card.
Just a little calling card. So it's got my personal Instagram and then it has my personal email. I don't put my phone number on them personally.
Did I?
You did. You're old school. I just put my Insta.
That's code for old.
You can. What word did I use?
Old school.
That wasn't code for old. You just talk on the phone more than me.
Okay.
I don't. DM me. So this is so fun. And then Mom also makes me cute littles.
These are also, I'll have to say, very handy when it keeps everything together in one little tiny spot. Mm-hmm. And so while you're stitching, it's just right there. You can keep it open and you can also decorate the top of it too. And that's fun.
Like this.
Well, with a sticker. Yeah. That's one way to do it.
So this she made for a Christmas one that we, was a retreat Christmassy, or we were just doing a Christmas project?
I don't know. I can't remember.
There was a reason you made this. It's so cute. So she did a couple little, like a needle minder and a pen, my little needle book with a covered button. And then in the back, just for fun, she just glued on some rickrack just as decor. And then you can see I have my little binder clip because you never know. And then, oh my God, look at these. First off, she always puts something fun in there. So this is a little rubber ducky and a Santa hat. There's no use of it. It's just so cute in your little thing. Let me show the bottom of this one. You actually pieced the bottom. 4 little charms, mini charms. And then are these not the cutest?
I love those scissors.
And she tied a little bow, y'all. Oh my God, I can't. Cutest. These scissors are the cutest.
They are very cute.
Oh my God. And then you can see when we, this is the gift that Mom made for everybody at the retreat that we were at. Just like I was showing you the little mascara wand. What's it called? Thread wand?
Floss wand.
Floss wand. She did a little Christmas one on the top and then put her calling card in there and put it in a little red grosgrain bag. So I still have my little goodie that Mom made everybody in here. So I guess, is that all of it? Did we share all our stuff?
So. Yeah.
So I do wish you would have had your bags because she has the cutest bags. We're going to do another video coming up that is how to make a project bag, a 14-inch square project bag. Right? That's what you said you wanted to do.
Oh, I was talking about that.
Oh, and we'll do one on how to decorate these because it's really easy. It's actually going to be this size because that's the ones we're making coming up.
We can do this if you want to.
I
There's
do.
lots of them online if you're just dying to make one.
Not a lot of how I wanted it done because I looked at YouTube the other day. So when you want to make a project bag, if you're shopping in a quilt shop and you're just, oh, I just need this fabric, but I have no need for it, and you just want to grab some back quarters, 3 back quarters equals 1 project bag. Because you have your inside, your outside, your binding. We buy a lot of project bag back quarters. Like a lot. So we'll use some of those fabrics in our video.
Okay.
And then guess we'll have a project bag done. See, I'm smart.
She's trying to get
See how I'm doing that?
Uh-huh.
So we'll show you how to make the box. We'll do another video on the project bag. And I am going to, because I am obsessed with these that NED makes for us, I'm going to digitize it for the embroidery machine so you can plop some scraps in your embroidery machine and pop these out, because if you want to make them for yourself or as gifts for your friends, it's a really nice, if you go to retreats and you make like table gifts or anything, or just some friends in your quilt guild or what have you, this is such a great gift for your hand embroidery friends. So I'm going to...
and you can make them any size.
Exactly. I'm going to do it about this size because it's my favorite. And so I'm going to have it where you can make it in the embroidery machine. And then we will write a pattern for it, although it's pretty much quilt a rectangle or a square, insert.
Trim it with pinking shears.
Yeah. But I will still make it into a pattern form for everybody. You never know. Someone could be new and not know.
That's true.
But yeah, it's a very easy pattern. That's why I wanted to plop it in the embroidery machine, because you can make so many gifts. And we're going to a retreat soon, in October? September. I don't know, sometime soon. And what Mom and I always make like joint gifts for our table mates. And so we're doing together, we're going to make everybody these little boxes at our table. And we have a such a cute theme for everything inside. And then we're going to make matching things to go for them. We're not making them a project bag. That's a bridge too far. That requires zippers.
They're easy.
I know, they really are easy. So, any other tips and words of wisdom about packing your bag?
No. I mean, I think we've pretty much covered everything you could possibly want. Just, be cognizant of what you're trying to do, what you want to work on. Make sure you have all the parts you need and enjoy.
Pre-read the pattern. Make sure you have your thread and needle.
And
after that, all of this is just fun.
And that will all make sure that you're going to be happy stitching.
Happy stitching.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Are we done?
I think so. On that note,
Bye.
happy stitching.
Yeah, happy stitching.